Okay, good morning. I'm going to go over with you solving equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign. And these are the 3 steps that we're going to follow to do that. The first step is you want to get rid of the smallest variable. Step 2, get rid of the constant that's on the same side of the variable, and then divide by the coefficient of the variable. So I'll explain those as we go through it. So let's look at example 1. It says 5x plus 8 equals 7x minus 20. Well, our two variables are 5x and 7x. So the smallest one is 5x. So that's the one that we're going to get rid of or eliminate. So we're going to do the opposite. This is a positive 5x, so we're going to subtract 5x from this side, and then we're going to bring it over and line it underneath the 7x and subtract it from 7x. So 5x minus 5x cancels out. That leaves you a positive 8, so I'm just going to write 8. Bring my equal sign down, and then 7x minus 5x is 2x minus 20. Bring down the 20. So now I have my variable on the right side. So now the step 2 says get rid of the constant on the same side as the variable. This is your constant. The numbers without the letters are called constants. So I'm going to get rid of this minus 20. So I'm going to do the opposite and do plus 20. And then add it over here to the 8. That cancels out. So 8 plus 20 is 28 equals 28. And then the last step says divide by the coefficient of the variable. The coefficient of 2x is just 2, so that's what we're going to divide by. So always divide by the number that's in front of the x. So we're going to divide by 2. That cancels out and leaves 28 divided by 2 is 14. So x equals 14. Okay, let's look at the next problem. And y'all write these down with me. Okay, negative 2x minus 30 equals 4x plus 12. So my two variables are negative 2 and positive 4. So the smallest variable would be the negative 2. So that's the one that I'm going to cancel out. So I'm going to do the opposite of negative 2x, which is plus 2x. And I'm going to add it over here to the other side with the x. Sometimes people put a line down where their equal sign is to separate the two sides of the equation, and you can do that if you like. And then be careful when you cancel out the x's, what's left is this minus 30, which makes that a negative 30 equals, and then 4x plus 2x is 6x, and you have plus 12. So now we're going to get rid of the constant that's on the same side as the variable right here. So we have to get rid of this constant. So I'm going to do minus 12 because that's plus, so we do minus. We have to bring it over to this side. So negative 30 minus 12 would be negative 42 equals 6x. And then we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So the coefficient of x is 6, so I'm going to divide both sides by 6. And x equals negative 7. Okay, last example I'm going to work with you. Negative 4x minus 15 equals negative 6x plus 13. So again, if you want to do that, you can. My two variables are negative 4x and negative 6x. So which one is smaller? That's right, negative 6x is smaller. So that's the one that I'm going to get rid of. And the only reason I'm going to do it that way is because I like to keep my variable positive. So adding the 6x to the negative 4 is going to give me a positive 2x. Negative 4 plus 6 is positive 2. I like to keep my variable positive. So in this case, my variable is going to now be on the left side of the equation. And then I still have minus 15 equals 13. So I'm going to isolate the 2x on this side. So this minus 15 is the constant I have to get rid of, because it's on the same side as the variable now. So I'm going to do plus 15 and then add 15 over here to the 13. And that's 28, so I have 2x equals 28. This looks like it's going to be the same answer as the first problem. And then I'm going to divide by 2, and I get x equals 14. Okay, I'm going to have you pause it. I'm going to pause it, and I want you to work out these next two, and we will check them in just a minute. Okay, so if you've paused it and you should have worked it out, I'm going to work it out real quick. Should have got negative 9x equals 144 divided by negative 9. And if you don't know what that is, you can take your calculator, which I have one right here, and do 144 divided by negative 9, which is negative 16. So go back here, negative 16. And this one, I'm going to add the 8x over here because that's my smallest variable. Negative 8 is smaller than negative 3. That leaves me 10 plus 5x equals negative 15. Don't forget about that minus sign right there in front of the 15. So that's negative 15. And negative 3 plus 8 is positive 5 right here. So now I want to get rid of the 10. So I'm going to do minus 10 minus 10. So I have 5x equals negative 25. I'm going to divide both sides by 5. I get x equals negative 5. And that is the lesson on solving equations with variables on both sides.